Hi everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, I am continuing Caselet data interpretation. First of all, we need to read the information which is provided in this given passage, and then based on that information, we need to solve all the we need to get all the values which we need to calculate from that given information. Once you got all the values, then only you need to go for the questions. Okay. First, look at the information which is provided in this case-led data interpretation. Here is the first line is five friends Preetham, Ujjwal, Yogesh, Akash and Manu have 2100 rupees among themselves. See, all five friends together is having 2100 rupees. Let us consider Preetham amount is P only. I am taking each and every individual values as their respective starting letters of that particular person. Preetham amount is P, Ujjwal amount is U, Yogesh amount is Y, and Akash amount is A, and finally Manu amount is M. All together they are having 2100. All together they are having 2100. That is the total amount with all the five friends. Preetham, Ujjwal, Yogesh, Akash, and Manu. And next, second line is that the amount with Preetham is as much less than that with Akash as it more than that with Manu. This sentence, understanding of this sentence is very important. Here he is saying that the amount with Preetham, this particular value is as much less with Akash as it more than with Manu. As comparing with Akash, whatever the amount is less, let us consider Preetham is having X rupees less than Akash. So the relationship between Preetham and Akash is P is equal to A minus X. As it is in the sense as the value of Preetham is again it more than with Manu. Whatever the amount which is less as comparing with Akash, the same amount which is more as comparing with Manu. So here Preetham amount is X rupees less than Akash amount and Preetham amount is X rupees more than that of Manu. That is the relationship between these three members. This particular sentence is very important. So many students will confuse at this position. Here, once again I am repeating the amount with Preetham. He is saying that amount with Preetham is as much less than that with Akash, as it is more than that with Manu. Whatever the amount which is less for Preetham as comparing with Akash, that particular same amount is more as comparing with Manu. So the relationship between Preetham, Akash and Manu, which is equal to P is equal to A minus X is equal to M plus X. Here A is Akash, M is Manu. Now, coming to the next sentence, the amount with Yogesh is 300 less than that of Preetham. Amount with Yogesh which is equal to 300 less than Preetham. Amount with Yogesh that is 300 less than Preetham. So, Y is equal to P minus 300. And next, whereas Ujjwal has twice that of Preetham. Ujjwal amount is twice that of Preetham. 2 into P. Now it is also known that difference between amount with Akash and amount with Manu which is equal to 50. So the difference between these two, Akash and Manu, which is equal to 50. Akash minus Manu. Always you need to take A minus M. Why? Because the reason is, if you observe carefully from this relation, here you just write down A in terms of P. A is equal to P plus X, whereas M is equal to this plus X goes to left side minus X. P minus X. Now you just compare these two values. Which one is greater? Obviously, Akash value is more as comparing with the Manu value. So, A minus M is equal to 50, right? Now, you just do the a minus m value. Here, the value of a is p plus x minus value of m is p minus x. It means minus p plus x, which is equal to 50. So, from this p gets cancelled. So, this value becomes 2x is equal to 50. And x is equal to how much? 25. X is equal to 25. It means Akash amount is p plus 25. Manu amount is p minus 25. Manu amount is p minus 25. And Preetham amount is p. Yogesh amount is p minus 300. And Ujjwal amount is 2 times of Preetham. So we can write down all the values in terms of p, so that you will get each and every individual value. Here, according to the given statement, the sum of all the 5 friends, which is equal to 2100. Now I will substitute all the values of Preetham, Ujjwal, Yogesh, Akash and Manu, all 5 values. Preetham, I will not change the value, plus Ujjwal. Ujjwal in terms of Preetham, that is 2p. Next, third person Yogesh. Yogesh in terms of Preetham, that is p minus 300. P minus 300. Plus Akash in terms of Preetham, that is p plus 25. Whereas coming to Manu in terms of Preetham, which is p minus 25. P minus 25. Now, after adding all these 5 values, the total sum becomes, according to the question, 2100. According to the given information, total sum they are dividing is 2100. Now, from this plus 25 minus 25, both are cancelled. Now, you just add all the p's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6p and minus 300 goes to right side. It will become plus 2100 plus 300. How much it is? 2400. Therefore, p is equal to, the value of p is equal to 400. P is nothing but Preetham amount. Preetham amount is equal to 400. See, once you got Preetham amount, it is very easy to get the remaining values as well. Next, coming to Ujjwal. Ujjwal amount is twice that of Preetham. That means 2 into 400, 800. Next, Yogesh. Yogesh amount is 300 less than that of Preetham. Preetham is 400. 400 minus 300, that is 100 rupees. Yogesh amount is 100 rupees. Next, Akash amount. Akash is having 25 more than Preetham. So, 425. And last one, Manu. Manu is 25 less than Preetham. Manu is 25 less than Preetham. Therefore, it is 400 minus 25, which is 375. 375. These are the total 5 values of those friends. Preetham, Ujjwal, Yogesh, Akash and Manu. Once you got all these 5 values, then it is very easy to solve the problems based on this caselet data interpretation. First and foremost thing is, you need to read the passage carefully and then understanding of each and every statement, and then you need to calculate all the values of 5 friends. What is the amount of Preetham, what is the amount of Ujjwal, Yogesh and Akash and Manu. These are the 5 friends. Here we calculated all the 5 values. Now I have to explain the questions based on this. Once look at the first question. Here is the first question. The amount with how many of them is more than the average amount with them? So first of all, we need to calculate the average. What is meant by average? Average is equal to sum of money they are sharing divided by number of persons, right? So first calculate the average. Average is equal to, what is the total amount that they are sharing altogether? 2100. That is the total amount, 2100, divided by number of persons. Total 5 persons are there. So the denominator value is 5. Now you just cancel with 5 table. Here it is 5 4s are 20, and next 5 2s are 10, and next 0. Average is equal to 420. Average is equal to 420. Now the question what he is asking is the amount with how many of them is more than the average. Here among the 5 friends, how many members are having the amount which is more than the average? More than the average in the sense you need to check it out. Greater than 420. Greater than 420, how many members are there? Greater than 420. Once look at the values. Pritham is 400. That is not the Pritham is not counted. And next Ujjwal. Ujjwal is having 800 rupees. Therefore Ujjwal you can count. Yogesh, that is only 100. Oh, Yogesh amount is only 100. You should not count Yogesh. And next Akash. Akash is having 425. So that you can count Akash. And Manu is having only 375, which is less than 420. So you should not count Manu. Therefore, how many members are having more than the average? That is 2 members. 2 members. Those members are Ujjwal and Akash. One person is Ujjwal, one person is Akash. These 2 members are having the amount which is more than the average amount. Here the average amount of all 5 members is 420. So among the 5 members, for greater than 420, only 2 persons are there. One is Ujjwal, one is Akash. Therefore 2 persons. Once look at the options. Among the options, option A is the right answer for this question. Option A. Now let us look at the second question. See here. Second question. What amount? The amount with Yogesh. The amount with Yogesh is. What is the amount with Yogesh? Just now we calculated that amount with Yogesh. How much it is? 100. So direct question. Once you calculated all the 5 values, sometimes there is a chance of asking direct questions. What is the amount with Yogesh? What is the amount with Ujjwal? What is the amount with Pritham? What is the amount with Akash? Those kind of questions may also ask. So here he is asking about what is the amount with Yogesh. So that value becomes 100. 100 is the right answer for this question. Among the options, option D is the right answer for this question. Option D. And next, third question. Here is the third question. The ratio of amount with Yogesh and Ujjwal. Here we need to calculate the ratio of Yogesh and Ujjwal. That is equal to Yogesh amount is 100 rupees. Yogesh amount is 100 rupees. Whereas Ujjwal amount is 800 rupees. Ujjwal amount is 800 rupees. Now we need to calculate the ratio between these two. Here 2 zeros gets cancelled. Therefore the required ratio of Yogesh amount and Ujjwal amount, which is equal to 1:8. The ratio between the Yogesh amount and Ujjwal amount, which is equal to 1:8. Once look at the options. Among the options, option D is the right answer for this question. Option D. Now let us look at the fourth question. That is also direct question, I guess. Here the fourth question is the amount with Akash is. Here Akash amount that we already calculated, right? See, once go back to the previous slide. What is the amount with Akash? Amount with Akash is 425. Amount with Akash is 425. That is the answer for this question. Direct question that we already calculated this question. Among the options, 425 is there at option A. So option A is the right answer for this question. Now look at the last question, that is fifth one in this session. See here. Amount with Manu is what percentage more or less than that of Pritham? So here we are taking Manu amount as comparing with Pritham amount. So first we will write both the values, Manu and Pritham. What is the amount of Manu? amount of Manu is 375, Preetham is 400. Amount of Manu is 375. Whereas coming to Preetham, that is 400. Now, the question what he is asking is the amount with Manu, this value 375 is what percentage more or less as comparing with Preetham. So, as comparing with Preetham, Manu amount is less. As comparing with Preetham, definitely Manu amount is less. So, we need to calculate percentage less than. Here the amount is less than that of Preetham, so that you need to calculate percentage less than. Basically, how can we calculate percentage less than? Percentage less than is nothing but difference between those two values. Which two values means whatever the values we are comparing. Difference between those two divided by high value. Divided by high value, or else by which number we are comparing, we need to write down that number as denominator, that is the base value, or else simply you just remember high value, difference between those two divided by high value. And whenever you are calculating percentage, in 200 percentage symbol, that is a common point, right? So now you can calculate required percentage less than. Required percentage less than is equal to difference between these two. 400 and 375 difference is 25 divided by high value is 400 into 100 percentage. Now here two zeros gets cancelled, and next you just cancel with 4 table. 4 6 are 24 point, and next 10 is left over. 4 2s are 8, and next 2 is left over. 20 means 4 5s are 4 5s are 20. Therefore, the required percentage less than, which is equal to 6.25 percentage. Here the meaning of this question is the amount of Manu, this particular 375 is 6.25 percentage less as comparing with the amount with Preetham, which is 400. 375 is 6.25 percentage less than 400. That is the meaning of that question. Now our required answer is 6.25, that is there in the options. Here 6.25 is there at option E. So the answer for this question is option E is the right answer for this question. Guys, in this way you need to solve the problems based on this model. I hope you understand each and every problem in this session. Thank you. Thanks for watching.